You're welcome once again to this video. So, as per the requirement or the criteria for the Canada pilot program that is about to roll out, one of the criteria is to have work experience. That is, you are going to demonstrate your work experience on your resume. So, you have to make sure that the resume that you are going to write aligns with the requirement that is stated by the government of Canada that your resume should be when you are doing a resume for Canada for job application or for school. There are certain things that you do need to include on your resume. First thing, make sure that you don't include your date of birth, your marital status, the number of children you have, and also you don't have to include your picture. Don't include any of these on your resume. And also, you need to make sure that you avoid personal pronouns, that is I, when you are writing your experience. Make sure you don't do that. I did this, I did that. No, you don't have to make it that. Now, these are some of the simple mistakes that most of us do normally make when you are doing Canadian resume. Now, let's head on to things that you need to include in your Canadian resume. So, you need to include your contacts, that is your phone and your email address. It's very important. You have to make sure that your phone and your email address is there, and then you have to also make sure that your name, your full name, okay, is also there. And you have to make sure that your name, your email address has some of your name in it. Okay, don't go and create a nickname with your email address. Make sure that you create a formal email address whenever you are doing a Canadian resume. And then after your contacts, your email address, your full name, your name, the next thing that you have to go about it is your work experience, the work experience or the work history. So for the job that you are going to apply for, please take note of that. If you are going to apply for the care support worker or home support worker, don't include anything aside home support worker. If you're a teacher and you're going to apply for home support worker job, put your teaching aside and make sure that your experience is going to be focused on the home support working alone. Don't add your teaching experience there. That is another thing you need to do. So let's say you went to company A. Let's say I was working in A and B hospital as a healthcare assistant. So what are your duties or what are the experience? What are some of the duties that you did there? What are some of the achievements that you performed? What are some of the things that you did there? So you just have to go to the job website or the job requirement or the job duties, pick some of the skills that they have listed that they want to the job tags there and use it as your achievement that you have done this in the past. Okay, so make sure you go by that when stating your achievement, and you have to make sure that, let's say you have experience, have worked with two or more companies, make sure that your achievements are in bullet form. You just have to bullet it in bullets, okay, so that it will look nice. Don't go and jumble, make it mix like that. Bullet it one, not one, two, three, but it should be in the bulletin form, okay. So, and your experience shouldn't be more than 15 on one resume, shouldn't be more than 15. So let's say you work for two companies, you can divide like 14, 8 or 6, 9 on your experience. Okay, you have to take note of that. And then you have to make sure that you also include your educational background. Okay, so with a care, the emphasis on your um, high school diploma. So you have to make sure that you included your high school diploma on it. Note that. Then another thing that you need to include is your skills. Your skills. What are some of the skills that you have on the job that you are going to apply? Home support worker. What are some of the skills? Companionship. Okay. Yes. Um, uh, housekeeping, okay, bathing and dressing, supporting bathing and dressing. So you have to make sure that you do more research to get the skills that is related to the job that you are going to apply for. Now, the next thing that you need to also include on your resume is the language. Make sure that you also include the language in it. Make sure you include the foreign language, the standard language. Don't go and include your local language there. So if you are from Ghana, don't include your local languages there. Just indicate the English language there. Okay. Now, when you talk of the interest and then the hobbies and stuff, make sure that if you want to write your hobby, it must relate to the job that you are going to apply. So if you know you can't make it suit the job that you are going to apply, just take it out of it. It's not forced to put hobbies on your resume. Then when you talk of the certification, in case you are applying for this caregiver job, your certificates, let's say you have first aid certificate, you have other certificates that the employers are looking for as their credentials. You can list those certificates also on your resume. Then you need to also include your personal statement, that is your background. Include your background. Tell them about your background. It must be related to the job that you want to apply. And make sure that your resume is not more than 2 pages. At least 1.5 page or 2 pages is enough. Thank you for watching this video. See you. Bye bye.